Hey guys, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm
Wow,
Jesoma.
no countdown?
Oh, 10, 3. Hey, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma.
I'm J-Rock.
And today is another day. We got a show for you today. And we want to start off with we want to ask our regular question. How's your day, J-Rock? Or how's your week, actually?
It's been very busy. Started this semester, so I've been working a lot, working late nights, kind of exhausted, and it's going to be busy the rest of this month, and the rest of the year is going to be busy. So I'm just tired, but I'm trying to, remember to eat, remember to sleep, remember to drink water, remember to pee, and survive the day. How about you?
It's been really good, man. No, I've been trying to find that stability, and I've been doing pretty good at it. Just trying to remind myself, or trying to get reminded and humbled to live in the moment, and stop trying to speed track through things. So I mean, it's been good. I've been trying to take it day by day. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right.
That's
So
good. That makes one of us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We can't both be happy. That'd be crazy.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not happy. I'm just tired.
Oh. So hot take. My hot take is, wait, let me see. All right. My hot take is everybody should work at least 1 year in a restaurant before going to college. I was thinking about this. I've actually thought about this for years, and I think that it makes the most sense. I think working at a
Why?
restaurant, yeah. So working at a restaurant, as you know, I worked at Cold Stone, I've worked at Johnny Rockets, I've worked at Starbucks, um, and working at a restaurant could be dirty. It's one of the most humbling experiences you might have, because people blatantly just disrespect you, um, and you kind of have an understanding of what the other side of an order kind of goes in, like the work that goes into the other side of an order. So that's where I think that a lot of people's hospitality or well manners come into play, because they know how it feels. Like if I know how it feels to have to make a frappuccino, grande, double deluxe, whatever, blah blah blah, I'm gonna have more patience and be kinder to the person that has to do that. You get what I'm saying?
I see where you're coming from, but I don't agree.
Oh, why don't you agree?
I've never worked at a restaurant, and I still know those skills.
Yeah, but do you think the vast majority of people who who are rude, or who are terrible to people who work in like fast food, do you think that they've ever worked in fast food? Just by the vast
I think it's
majority.
less about working in. I think it's less about working in fast food and more about how you were raised.
I think that you okay. So that's where I think like my mentality comes from, because I think that even if you were raised bad, right? If you were raised as a piece of shit, you still get humbled when you work at a fast food restaurant, because then you're gonna be on the other end of the stick, and you're gonna be the one
Yeah,
getting
but
treated like
then,
shit, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to treat people like that. Like you don't know what they have to go through. I'm not doing that.
but that requires them actually accepting that feedback from people or like that fight back. But if you grew up where you treated everyone disrespectfully, you're most likely going to respond by treating them disrespectfully as well. So I mean, I don't think you should work at a fast food restaurant to get those skills. I think there's a lot of other jobs where you could get those skills. I mean, like as a referee, you get yelled at 24/7. You're never right in any person's eyes. So I feel like it just depends on
I
what role
also
you're in.
Oh, okay. So all right, let me flip it for you. Do you think that if you want to play a sport, you need to officiate before you start playing that sport at a higher level? like in that intermediate time, you need to put in some like developmental time. Like you need to put in some time of reffing that sport before you get to the next level.
No, I don't think so. Um, a lot of people who referee are either hurt or can't continue to play and do it because they love the sport, not because they love officiating. You might find a couple people that do love officiating, but they do it for the love of the game. So I don't really think you need to, unless like it's one of those where you want to still stay close to the sport, still be in shape, and then you go that route. But if not, no, I'd rather just play ball.
Okay. Okay. Because I was thinking to myself, I was thinking just now, like, if somebody were to.
But that's just my opinion.
No, no, of course. Like, I was thinking, because I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be interesting if, like, the players who are complaining about the rules, they did a year, or not even a year, like, that's a lot of time, but let's say they did, like, 2 months at, like, a basketball camp as a referee for maybe a level below theirs. So they get to know, or they know the rules, and they're like, all right, maybe I did screw up. Whatever. I might be mad about it, but I did travel. Or that is illegal. Or I shouldn't have done that. Wouldn't
See,
that
here's
be?
the thing.
That's what I'm thinking. You get what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, though. No, I don't think that way because how I play and talk to the referees is different from me reffing. So, like, I don't know. You know how we still talk crap. We're still going to get upset at the referee, even knowing that we're in that position. Obviously, we're not going to go off on them, but we're still going to give them back and forth.
Yeah.
So I don't think that, like, seeing both sides does not change how I'm going to act to a certain extent. Like, I'm not going to go up to a referee and try to swing on them, but I'm still going to be like, that's not a great call. This is why I don't think it's a great call. And
Okay.
because I know the rules, it might bump heads a little bit more.
Oh, that's a great perspective. Like, oh shit, like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I spent my 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it also goes back to like it's so funny. It just ties to this. So sorry if this is like way left, but it goes back to Korea. Like in South Korea, like yeah, everybody has to do like 2 years in the military. Like no matter what, everybody has to
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
It's like their civic duty. And I was just thinking like I don't know, maybe something. I mean, that could be something. But I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? You guys let me know. I'm going to put this up as a hot take. I usually just always put the hot takes up anyway. So, yeah. On to sports and entertainment. What's going on?
I mean, you
Well,
start this.
yeah, I actually do. So, have you heard about the whole Young Thug situation?
I'm up to date. I've heard the phone calls. I've seen the memes. Yeah. The Wham. The Gunna Wanna.
Uh,
21
the gonna,
Savage.
gonna, wanna, gonna runna. What's the gonna, wanna? I never heard of that. Okay, yeah, I guess.
What?
No, I never heard of it. I don't know what that even
That's
means.
like another nickname for Gunna, and I'm pretty sure that's the name of one of his albums.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Sir, how are you gonna write this as a topic and then not know your stuff?
I do know my stuff. I just don't know about that. Like, I just know about. Okay, so this is what I've gotten so far. So pretty much,
Okay.
Young Thug, he went to jail. When he was in jail for X amount of time, all these people they started snitching, started ratting, blah blah blah. Gunna was one of them, apparently. However, uh, new tapes have been.
Allegedly.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, Apparently, new tapes have been dropping of Young Thug going ahead and ratting on everybody, and also his phone calls have been dropping where he's just talking shit about everybody, which is extremely wild. And he just
Everyone in
sound
the game.
yeah, and people are like, "Yo, he just sounds like the biggest hater." Like dude, he was calling Glorilla ugly as fuck for no reason. Like, when he was on
Yeah.
the phone with his girl, he was just like with Mariah, the scientist, right? Is that her?
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah,
And
she needs to reevaluate her life.
yeah, like I think that
Her album was good though.
I didn't actually
It,
get to it yet. Yeah,
it was
it was
decent.
good. Yeah,
There was a
it
cool
was
song
like
though.
it was just so crazy because it was like, bro, the way that he was kind of like, it sounded like he was really, really, really ratting. You know who had an interesting take on it too? Who came out of the woodworks with an interesting take? Takashi 69. It was so funny because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like he made a video. He was like, oh, where are all these niggas at that was calling me a snitch? Y'all don't have that same energy for Young Thug. Y'all ain't got that same energy for him. These niggas
I
kidnapped me.
disagree.
Hold on, wait. He's like, these niggas kidnapped me, almost killed me. They fucking held my baby mama at gunpoint, blah, blah, blah. And when I go ahead and I tell on who those niggas are, then I'm a snitch. But Gunna tells on his homeboys. I'm sorry, no, not Gunna. Young Thug tells on his homeboys, but y'all ain't got no energy for him. Where's the energy at? I'm just, yeah. So I was like, that's pretty interesting because a lot of people are like, whoa, I don't know. Is it really snitching? Takashi was like, oh, since he did it like on a Tuesday after 12 p.m., it's not snitching no more. What the fuck? Why y'all keep moving the goalposts? He's snitching or he's not snitching? Like, what's going on? But I mean, still, I just thought it was like a funny situation to kind of like come across.
So I think there's a lot of different takes for this. I think I'm gonna start with the Kendrick aspect of it. So Squabble Up has now, and GNX in general, is now replay worthy because it seems like he was talking about Young Thug. Especially because Young Thug wanted a feature, wanted Kendrick to come on his album. Kendrick said no. Mind you, Kendrick does features for free, so it wasn't like a money situation. Kendrick just didn't want to be on the album, or probably didn't have time. So Squabble Up, that last verse, and there's a couple other songs on GNX that you should re-listen to that might start connecting dots for you. K dot dot. So I thought that was pretty interesting and also kind of exposing just Atlanta rappers in general. Because out of all of them, apart from Gunna, 21 Savage seems to be pretty solid, in my opinion. Because he was trying to tell Young Thug what he should and shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing. Young Thug wasn't really listening. And then 21 followed Gunna and unfollowed Young Thug. I don't know if that's still true, but I think that kind of shows you, especially from 21, who's like 21 Savage for sure.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of tells you where the mindset is from the streets. So I thought that was interesting. And I will say this, I did re-listen to the Gunna album. I think I did like a lot more songs the second time around. I think the first time I listened to it, I was probably not in the correct headspace. Because I know the fans were asking how I felt about it, but yeah, I think I liked a couple more songs this time around. So I wouldn't say it was garbage. I think there might be other albums that have dropped that I didn't really like. I also like the Chance album a lot.
Yeah.
So thanks,
Yeah.
y'all. Sorry. But yeah, the calls are hilarious to me because now he's coming out. He came after Future for being a bad father, which was hilarious. And now there's a new call that's supposed to leak about Drake that could potentially blow stuff up, either for Drake or for Young Thug. So we'll see, but I don't know. It's not. He's crashing out really bad, and for all of us that were saying free Young Thug, it's kind of like maybe he should have just not come out.
Nah, I don't want to take away the man's freedom. The thing is that yeah, I get like,
No, yeah.
sometimes it's like shut up.
You're making
Like
it worse.
yeah, I think that I'm grateful for what's going on because it's finally like destroying the facade of the street nigga. Like, dude, it like that's because that's all it ever is. Like these people are actors, and the people that are making this like so apparent, I'm grateful for that. I'm so happy about the whole facade being destroyed because that's all it was. First, I
Hmm.
think that it started with like the whole Drake thing. where people were starting to realize what Drake doesn't tote guns and shoot people, and this is like, no, these people aren't who they say they are. And I think that now people are kind of starting to see like, oh shit, this music is just music. And now I like, why do I want to be a street nigga? Like, this is actually really stupid. Oh, so you're telling me that I'm gonna go ahead and rep this block, rep that block, and if anybody talks shit about it, I'm willing to die about it. I'm just happy that people are understanding that being a street nigga is not where you want to be. You don't want to be in your 40s still banging a set where you're gonna just end up in jail or dead. So, thank you, Young Thug. I appreciate your service.
Okay, moving on.
All right, so Canelo versus Crawford. I don't know if any of you guys are into boxing, but this is going to be one of probably the biggest fights that we will have this year, quality wise, at least. I know that a lot of people are thinking about the Jake Paul versus Javante Davis or whatever, but as far as like real boxing goes, Terrence Crawford has been one of the best boxers pound for pound in the last, I don't know how many years, and he's just been rising to every occasion. And he's been great. Canelo, we already know who Canelo is. Freaking, he's been dominant since for the past, like, I think 15 years, 15, 20 years, something like that, something crazy. Um, so I think one is about solidifying a legacy, and the other one is about creating one.
Okay.
And I'm really excited for that. Have you seen it on Netflix?
No, but
Like the promo?
no, I haven't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really haven't been able to watch TV.
Oh, you've been
But
so busy, Mrs. Busy Bee
no,
Pants.
sorry. Like I
Well,
literally
yeah.
have fallen asleep watching sports, so this is it's that bad.
Ugh. No, but I mean,
Yeah.
the great thing about it is that you'll be able to watch on Netflix, and now Netflix, they start off with
It's
the
free
Tyson
on Netflix.
versus. I'm not sure if it's free. I'm pretty. I
Okay.
think it's free, but I don't know. But it started off with the
Okay.
Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. thing, where it was all shitty,
hmm
and you know, or even the Chris
The
Rock
streaming quality
special.
was
Like,
bad.
yeah, and now to get
Yeah.
to this point, I mean, they must have done something right. So I'm pretty excited
Okay.
about it.
When is it?
Um, it's next Saturday, so it's
Oh,
this
okay.
Saturday, I guess. Yeah, so it's gonna
Bet.
be
I
it's
guess I'll
gonna be a
watch it.
pretty good fight. You're gonna be, oh my god, we're gonna have something to watch
I'll try
together.
to tune in. I'll try to tune
Okay,
in for sure.
took that away as fast as you gave it to me.
Sorry.
Kai Sanat stream. He's in Mafiathon. He's in another Mafiathon. What do you think about Mafiathons? What are your takes?
I don't know what that means.
All right, so pretty much, it's like a subathon where he tries to get as many subs. Mafiathons are pretty much just how many subs he can get in a set amount of time. So he tries to get as many subs as possible. And
Oh,
he just streams 24/7 and if he gets the amount of subs he wants to get, then he does something crazy. This time, supposedly, LeBron's supposed to cut his dreads off. Uh, he's had several people on it already. He's had Kim Kardashian on. He's had Ice Spice and Lotto on. He's had Ray J on. So yeah, I mean, just the streamer world. What do you think?
it's not for me. It's not for me. I do like what Speed has been
Yeah.
doing though. I don't know
Mm.
if you've seen his stream.
No.
So I think he's doing like a world tour where he's going to like each state and kind of just buying into the culture, getting food while streaming it. So he's been in Miami and he's been going into like the Cuban culture, eating their food. And then there's been clips of him like where he dropped coffee on himself and they came in and they cleaned it for him quickly. And he was just like so grateful and was trying to give them money and stuff. Um, and he's been eating the food and kind of reviewing it, kind of going through all of Miami and trying to like understand the community and the culture. Um, which I thought was interesting because it's so random, but like also like pretty cool because no one's there was one person that tried to run up on him and like the restaurant people and his security stopped him from running up on him, and he just kept eating. Like, that's crazy. Like nothing, which I thought that was funny. But yeah, I don't really watch the streams, but I've seen clips of it, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. I do like I hear about speed stuff, but I'm not a stream watcher. I just think that
Same.
that's actually pretty cool. But I think we're gonna
Yeah, I
have to
think the
start watching
only
streams.
the only stream I actually watch is the Stud Buds, and that I haven't watched that in a while. So, yeah,
Do you think that we're gonna have to start watching streams? I mean, given our situation.
we'll see. I mean, I don't. I'm not a. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Well, speaking about people who are bad at streaming, have you heard about the Drake ICEMAN stream?
I've heard so many things about Drake and how garbage the music that he's dropping is. I mean, but you could tell. Like, what did I miss? That wasn't a good song, and then y'all ate that up. And then he drops a song with Central C using the British UK drill accent again, and Central C carries the song. And now Iceman Part 3, and everyone's calling it trash. I didn't watch it because I don't care about Drake. But it's just funny to me because Kendrick has been right all along. He doesn't have his ghostwriters, so he's just dropping whatever. He's like testing out the music. He's like, you know how when you make a movie, you do like a preview of it to people to kind of get their feedback, and then you go back and edit and make cuts of scenes and add new ones or like reshots? That's what he's doing with this album. He's literally dropping streams of songs, seeing how it does with the people. If people don't like it, he's gonna not put it on the album or make a new song. And I think
so
this whole
obvious.
lawsuit thing, yeah, the whole lawsuit thing is kind of messing him up with it, because if he just gets back into good terms with Lucien, he could get his ghostwriters back and he could go back to making music that makes us dance. But he wants
That's
to
all
be
we
tough.
want.
He wants to be tough. He wants to go on all these podcasts and streaming things with people that are basically exposing him even more. So, like, I mean, I don't care. I'm not a Drake fan. Will I listen to it just to see, like, the reviews and how people react to it? Sure. But I'm not watching any of these dumbass streams.
Yeah, like I'm not that. I think Drake is actually a better artist than he lets himself be. You get what I'm saying?
Not really.
He's like, okay, I think that him trying to be this tough guy or whatever it is holds him back a lot more than it lets him be the full fledged artist that he can actually be. Because dude, I've seen him on SNL. He's fucking hilarious. He's funny. He's a good
Because
actor.
he's an actor. Let's be real, bro. He's an actor.
He's a good actor. He's a good singer. He's a good rapper. Like, he does these things well. I think he is so hell bent on being this type of person, this type of hood person, that it's kind of screwing him up when it comes to being actually, like, a well-rounded artist. He can hop on anything and it'll sound good. Like, he adopts. He does adopt really well. Like, when he adapts to
Adapt?
Yeah, adapt. Sorry, you're right. He adapts really well. Like when it came to him being on Mia with Bad Bunny and stuff like that, he adapted perfect. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but
jam.
we're talking about songs. We're talking about songs that came out 5-10 years ago. Like his recent stuff.
Think about what he
featured on.
Exactly, because he started doing what?
It's not good.
Because he keeps trying to force a thing that he's not. And it's because I think also his ego, he can't take the loss of not being well received as this street dude. So he has to keep on trying to force it.
Well, I wouldn't even say as a street dude. I say that's a part of it, but I think the other part is like he's the type of person that needs to be loved or like praised highly, And the fact that everyone's turning on him, now he's like talking shit about everybody. Because like even on the podcast, you could tell that he's just like angry at everyone because no one had his back. And they're bumping Kendrick and this, and that. And then he's still just trying to take shots at Kendrick with like the little clips on his streams and stuff. And it's like, bro, just move on.
Yeah.
Take the L.
Yeah.
Drop some good music. Because right now it's just you're crashing out and we're watching the party end.
And we see it. And we see
Or
it.
die.
And it's been too long.
I'm saying watching the party die. Sorry. Not like him. I need to correct that.
Jesus Christ.
Don't twist my words like y'all twisted my weapons words.
All right. And okay, so now moving on. Hall of Fame shoutouts. The Hall of Fame was recently, I think it was, what was it?
Yesterday.
On Wednesday. It was on yesterday? It was yesterday?
Yesterday was like official quotes and speeches.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I saw Melo's. I didn't know how. I knew how dominant Melo was, but he was dominant and well received, like by a lot of players. Like, and
yeah,
I didn't know that. Like, for example, like Wade was like, "Yo, I knew I couldn't go up head to head with Melo." Like, and I was like, "Wait, what? That's crazy." But it just goes
Melo
to show,
in his
like,
prime.
Yeah, prime Melo was a
Yep.
problem. But who else was on the Hall of Fame list? Because I only got on my feed Melo.
Yeah, which is crazy because I sent you WNBA stuff, which is yeah. Okay. So Melo for sure, obviously like huge for Denver, huge for the Knicks. For me, when I worked in Syracuse, Melo was like the GOAT. So yeah, I have nothing but respect for Melo. Dwight Howard, your boy. He was also in the Hall of Fame. The 2008 Redeem Team for the Olympics, which a lot of those players were on it as well. Mickey Arison, who's the Heat owner, which I was surprised, but like it kind of makes sense. He's been pretty solid. He needs to spend more money though, but I digress. Billy Donovan, mostly known for being the UF coach. Definitely legendary. Won a lot of what was it? March Madness, I guess. He did win a couple for them. Danny Crawford, I was surprised by this, but he's a known referee. I think he retired a while back, but he was also involved in it. And then the 3 WNBA players, Sylvia Foles, Maya Moore, who is probably one of the best women's basketball players of all time, and your girl, Sue Bird. So, yeah. Shout outs to all of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's really cool how they always go ahead and like represent people and give the other players a chance to honor them as well. I know that Dwight and Shaq have been going back and forth for the better half of a decade at least. And to see them like come together and just be like and kind of hash it out, and Dwight be like, that pushes me, or that pushed me. And Shaq always talked about how that's what he wanted. He's like, I know what you can do, and if you're gonna be up there with me, then you're gonna have to go ahead and show me. So that was pretty cool. I always thought he was underrated, especially as a role player. So it's pretty cool to see. I think that, and now I think about it, I think he did have back problems, and that's why he had to kind of step out of the league. But I don't remember.
He dealt with some injuries for sure.
Yeah. All right. And moving on to Angel Reese. What's going on with Angel Reese?
All right. So before we continue with that, just know that we are Angel Reese supporters, and she did nothing wrong. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So to start
I like
off,
how you speak for me, but okay.
There was... No, because once I explain what happened, you'll see it. You'll understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, okay.
Where everyone has agreed on this. So Angel Reese was interviewed by, I don't know which Chicago article or news or Times, whatever, in which they asked questions about how she felt about the team, about the future, about like where things were going or where they're going right now. And she was like, obviously, like, I want to stay in Chicago. I love playing here. I want to build off of this, but there's a couple players on our team right now that aren't contributing. I mean, she didn't name anybody. First off, she didn't name anybody, but she was hinting we had our point guard who went out with an ACL injury. Mind you, she's 37. So it's not like a young kid that will come back and bounce back and will be fine. No. Old, ACL injury, probably out for a year and a half or two. Chicago brought nobody in to replace her. So they haven't had a point guard. Then you trade the number 3 pick in the first round for Ariel Atkins. That number 3 pick ends up being Sonia Citron for the Mystics. Okay? So you could have had Sonia Citron and Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. Then you trade your pick from this year to the Minnesota Lynx, and that pick is most likely going to be a top 3 pick or the number 1 pick. So how is Chicago building for Angel Reese and for Camila Cardoso? You're bringing in a bunch of players that literally average less than 3 points or around 3 points. There's probably only 3 players on that team, apart from Angel Reese, that maybe are in the double-doubles or double figures. For sure, Camila. For sure, Ariel Atkins. But then after that, I think it was Vandersloot who got hurt. So the article comes out. It's very much like approved by the Chicago Sky because they had someone there. It was very much like her wanting the team to be better, wanting the coach to push her to be better, wanting the coach to kind of step in and push the team to actually want to win and change stuff. It wasn't calling anyone out. It was just saying, we need to be better in order for us to get to the next level that we're talking about. Then another article comes out with the same quotes that Angel Reese said, and they flipped them. Where they added the players and made it seem like she was talking shit about the players and started calling her out. Here's the conspiracy theory. They're saying that the Chicago Sky owner or GM front office was the one that made the changes to make it seem like Angel Reese is the problem.
But why would you do that?
The call is coming from inside the house. Okay? So, that happens. Angel Reese comes out and apologizes to her team because she's like, hey, that's not what I was saying. I just want us to be better. I want us to get to that next level. But it wasn't me trying to disrespect my teammates or anything. I just, like, we have expectations and we're not anywhere close. So then...
Why would the owner do that?
Because the owner... How do I say this without, like, getting canceled? The owner is not a good owner. There has been multiple players that have played in Chicago and have left because of the owner of the front office. And on their way out, they have told people, do not come and play here. This is the worst organization in the WNBA.
Got it.
So it's not a, I mean, it could be an Angel Reese issue again, where the owner just hates her. But it's like, there's multiple players that have said the same thing. Black, white, all of them have said the same thing. So, fast forward, Angel Reese got a technical, so she was suspended for 1 game. Then, it comes out that the players had a players meeting to talk to Angel Reese. Angel apologized to them. They cleaned it up, boom, boom, move forward. One of the players who was in the meeting said that she didn't have any issue with what Angel Reese said. Next game, benched. So they put in another starter. This was when Angel Reese wasn't playing because she was suspended for the game. They put in another starter who was talking mad shit about Angel Reese. Saying, like she should have never said that, blah, blah, blah. Just talking for no reason. She ended up with 0 points in 23 minutes. Okay? So then, the Chicago Sky decides to drop an announcement saying that Angel Reese is going to be suspended for half of the game versus the aces. So she can't play the first half of the game, but she could play the second half of the game because of behavior that is detrimental to the team. Like, be fucking for real. This isn't high school. This isn't college, because you only see this in college for football, where you get suspended a half because of targeting, because of just like a minor suspension, which could be a fine. But obviously you can't do that. This is the first time I've ever seen this like in professional sports.
Yeah, we're pros. Like, that's crazy.
So
that's actually wild.
So the whole, everyone's like, well, you're proving Angel right. Everything that she said, 100% correct. You guys are a joke of an organization. You're suspending her for saying the truth, that you guys don't have good players. You don't have a good coach. The coach even came out and said, yeah, after the second half, if it's not looking too good, I'm not pushing them to win a game. Huh? So yeah, they basically have proven Angel Reese to be right. And at this point, everyone is asking that she request a trade. Because they can't, because she's under a rookie contract, she can't sign, she's not a free agent, she can't sign for another team. So either she requests a trade or she gets waived. And if she gets waived, that is just like insanity to me, because that's your star player. That's the face of your organization. And that's who you're trying to fight against? No one wants to come to play in Chicago. And now even less because of what you're doing to Angel Reese. And she's like the reason people want to come and play with her. To come to Chicago. That's why people go to watch the games. So, that has been the talk in the WNBA right now. I personally hope, and this is just me wishful thinking, but I hope, as bad as the Dallas Wings are because of the coaching, their organization isn't shitty like this. The way that they treat Paige, like, nah. So I'm hoping they make a move, and I'm hoping Paige and Angel Reese could play together, because I think that would be amazing, and then they draft AZ. But this is just like my delusion, so walk with me here. Boom, you make a trade. Yeah, you make a trade for Angel Reese, and I'm saying you could add Maisha Hines-Allen, you could add freaking Diamond Miller, a second-round pick. Hell, you could even trade Enrique for Angel Reese. If I'm Dallas, I'm trying to figure out any move I can make. Are there other teams that could get her too? Yes. Some people are saying the Lynx, just because of great coaching staff and learning with Nafisa Collier. Same with the Aces, learning under Becky and Asia. So there are teams that she could go to. People are saying Phoenix with AT. People are saying Seattle with Skylar Diggins and Naneka. So, like, there are options. But yeah,
That's
Chicago,
true. There's a
Sky,
lot of options.
Garbage.
Jesus
Free Angel
Christ.
Reese.
Free Angel Reese. All right, yeah, that makes sense. I would definitely.
That was a. Yeah.
I can tell you're passionate. No, it didn't make sense.
That's so stupid. Like, your star player, and that's how you're gonna treat him? Like, what?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Just disrespectful. And before we go into like our series recap, hold up. Before we go into our series recap, I'm wearing my Paige Becker shirt, fan club, because the next time we go back on here, she's gonna be Rookie of the Year, all WNBA first team, and all rookie first team. Thank you.
You're putting it into ether?
Yes. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Jesus, well, somebody went off. That's a perfect segue into our series recap. So, we're going to go over what we've been watching or what we have watched a little bit lately. I just finished rewatching all of Boondocks with my fiance, with Allison, of course. And, bro, top 3 animated American shows. Top 3. The only show that I would put above, the only animated show that I would put above the Boondocks is Avatar, The Last Airbender, and the only one that's I guess they can interchange is Teen Titans, because I really love Teen Titans. But Jesus Christ, the Boondocks, it's like what we're living in right now is exactly what was predicted 20 years ago when the Boondocks was created.
Hmm.
So definitely recommend that everybody go ahead and rewatch it or watch it again. It's amazing. Also, uh, I watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Have you seen it?
No.
Sorry, like it's it very much has bops. I love the music.
Mm-hmm.
I do like
Mm-hmm.
K-pop songs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bunch of K-pop. I mean, sorry, not K-pop, but K-drama like type of vibes and things like that. So if you like K-dramas, you like animation, you like that Spider Verse animation and stuff like that, K-pop Demon Hunters, is pretty solid. Uh,
Yeah, my
and
little
I'll give
cousins have been obsessed with it, so I get it.
yeah,
I get the hype.
yeah. You should watch it when you have some free time.
No.
Um, Also, but this is something. Here's something that you might watch. Have you seen The Paper? Spinoff of The Office. If you guys don't know.
No. Did not know anything about it.
Okay, so pretty much they made a spinoff of The Office called The Paper, like I just said. Um, I don't
No,
like The
really?
Office. I'm not a huge Office fan. I'm not a fan of The Office at all. I actually dislike The Office tremendously. Um, but The Paper, even worse. I hate that show too. It sucks.
Jesus Christ.
I I watched it last night. I was like, this is the face I had. I was just like, the whole time.
Did Allison like it?
Um, yo, she tried. She said it was. You always know it's bad at the like when at the end of the episode she's like, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I was like, but did you?
Trying to
But was it
defend it.
good? Yeah, was it good though? It wasn't as bad as I thought. Stop saying that. Was it good? So I don't think she liked it, but I think she's gonna go ahead and fight about it.
And try it.
Uh,
Mm,
Also watched a movie
okay.
called Our Time. I'm not really gonna go too deep into it. It's like a foreign film. It just had an interesting concept of time travel and um, pretty much there was a lot of misogyny and stuff like that in Mexico
Mm-hmm.
back in back in like the 1970s and stuff like that. So they created a time machine supposed to go 5 minutes into the future, ends up going like 50 years into the future. And the woman is a scientist. She was never like appreciated for her works back in the 70s. She's with her husband. Her and her husband go into the future. Husband has a huge issue with it because he's like, nobody respects me here. And she's like, well, I mean, they're respecting us as a team. And he ends up actually going like it pretty much. I'm not gonna spoil it. You can watch it on Netflix. It's called Our Time. But yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. It's for just because of the interesting concept.
Okay.
Didn't think it was that great.
Okay.
Peacemaker. I saw the first episode, and you saw up to episode 2, I believe.
Yeah.
What do you think
Mm-hmm.
so far?
I don't like it.
Okay. You liked the first season, right?
I thought the first season was good. I I don't know what they're going for with the second season. There's just like the I don't know. The plot for the second episode and maybe look, it was as this bad where I just stopped watching it and started just doing stuff around the house.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, so I didn't really like it. I'm gonna try episode 3, but I think I need to rewatch episode 2 just to understand. But like, it's been interesting.
Yeah, interesting to say the least. A lot of
Yeah,
titties
but
and
you know when
dicks,
I
bro.
say
A lot
interesting,
of
you know
titties
what I
and dicks.
mean.
Bad.
Yeah.
um, yeah, a lot of titties and dicks. It's crazy.
Yeah, that
I saw,
episode 1 was
yeah,
insane.
yeah,
I was like, what am I watching? Like, what is going on?
yeah. No, I saw the first episode, and um, it's one of those shows where I'm watching it and I'm like, I get, I I get that this is like kind of like I guess a mental health thing. And a lot of shows have been going for that, like him going ahead and dealing with the aftermath and trying to, be validated or deal with his validation issues. I mean, I think that that's a
Yeah, yeah,
huge
yeah. I see
thing.
what you're saying.
So I get where that's going. I don't know about the execution. I think it has to be something that I watch in full in order to
Yeah.
have like an opinion completely about it. I know that some shows like it's totally not fair to other shows because I wouldn't give them the the justice of like seeing it as a full circle
Hmm.
thing, but uh, I'm biased. I'm a DC fan, so I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and keep watching. Sorry.
Well, it's not even like a DC Marvel thing for this occasion. It's just like I don't really understand the plot.
Got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you saw F1 like today. What did you think?
Yeah, so I actually really liked it. I don't watch F1, don't really know anything about racing. But I liked the I wanted to see it just because of the acting in it. And then just to kind of understand F1 a little bit more. But I really liked the idea of how they involved the F1 drivers, whether it was production, because Lewis Hamilton is one of the producers on it, and kind of giving you like obviously a drama story that kind of goes with F1, which I thought was pretty cool. But action wise, like if you're really into action, really into like that drama sport type of movie, definitely go watch it. I also thought it was cool the technology that they used, so you could see how they build cars and how like it's very tactical. It's not like NASCAR. Like you actually have to know how fast like the wind is coming at you and stuff like that. So and it's different laps that you do throughout, I guess, the season. It's not like a circle. It's actually like a racing thing. So yeah, no, I thought it was good. I gave it a 7.5.
I'm really pissed with you, to be honest with you. That's really upsetting. You're telling me that you're gonna jump into a completely new sport, and instead of jumping into like MMA or boxing, where you could actually bond with me, you're just gonna go into racing. You're gonna go into F1. That's what you're gonna do?
No, because I'm not even watching F1. I thought it was a good movie. I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
you just
watch
said.
it.
You literally just said that you were like you're interested, you wanted to get to know more about F1.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna start watching F1. I'm not.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You said it's all interesting and
Okay.
stuff like that. Like, bro, like
You don't
why
have
don't
to
you want
believe
to
me. I'm
be
not gonna watch it.
I'm just saying, why don't you want to be like, you know, like why don't you want to watch stuff with
Cause
me?
I don't like boxing. I don't like MMA. I am trying, but I just that's not a sport that I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to watch this. And I'm not
But
gonna do
like
the same thing with F1. Like I'm not even gonna watch any of the races. You have to understand. How do I drive, Jesoma?
aggressive.
Mm-hmm. What does this movie show? People driving aggressively, driving super fast to try to win. I needed a dumb movie to watch, and it was a good dumb movie.
I get it. It just breaks my heart, but I get it. You can make your own choices, I
When you
guess.
watch a WNBA game, then we'll talk.
Fuck. So what's this hostage
Got
business? What's this show?
him. All right, so Hostage is a show on Netflix. It's a follows the Prime Minister of England, and
Who
her
cares?
sorry
Who the fuck cares what they're called?
whatever. Her husband is abducted, and She has to find out who abducted him and the reasoning, and then when he's finally rescued, she tries to figure out who set her up, and then there's just a bunch of blackmailing and like it's like a political drama thriller. So if you're into that stuff, I would recommend it. I thought it was really good. It was very entertaining. There was a couple plot twists, so it was pretty cool.
I heard about it. I heard that it was really good too. To be honest, but yeah, I'm just not into like political shows either, unless they have like a lot of action. But I mean, yeah. What do you
I mean,
rate
this
it?
one does have a lot of action.
Mm,
I'd also give it a 7.5, honestly.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was
That
good. It was very entertaining compared to other shows that I've been watching.
and Invasion season 3.
Okay, so you know how you have your hate watches?
Yes.
This is my hate watch. So, Invasion is on Apple TV. When I first started watching it, this was a movie. This was a show about aliens invading Earth, why they came here, how we fight against them. And now it has turned into fucking bullshit. There's like 3 or 4 people that somehow made connections to the alien, and we follow 4 different plots of how they try to defeat the aliens with the 4 people that have that special connection with the aliens. But none of them work together, and everything is just like plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. And then this season just started, and I was like, fuck it, why not? I'm already too deep into this. And there's one whole episode of one of the characters that I do not give a fuck about, and I still have to watch it because somehow it's going to connect in the near future with the other 2 plots that we're following.
You know what I think
that's my
happens
hate
in
watch.
you know what I think happens in those situations? I think that literally me and Allison were actually talking about this because yesterday we watched another episode of Wednesday, and we were like, we think that they didn't think through the second season, and I think that
no. I haven't watched it.
No. We didn't finish it. We didn't finish it. We're just talking about the second episode, or no, the second or third episode. So we didn't finish it. It's just that some of the things that were happening were like, these are like, we think that some shows are just doing that. That's just what I'm referencing. I'm not talking about Wednesday in general. I'm just saying that we think that some of these shows that are coming out that are getting approved for season 2s, we don't think that they're doing the due diligence to like connect things into the prior seasons or into the show's original, like the original basis of the show. A good example of this is Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if you ever seen it. It came out a while ago. It was with, remember?
Hold up. Yes, and you're about to slander the best Marvel TV show, so no.
Hold on.
No.
What I'm saying is that the first season had a specific point, okay? And then things just dramatically keep changing and You know what? Let me use a better example. I'll talk about.
Yes.
Let me talk about Arrow, DC's Arrow. If you watch the first 2 seasons, it's about Green Arrow. Whatever. First 2 seasons, it's like, this is dope.
I watched it.
But then, as time goes on, it's like, this is the same plot. Just keep changing different people. Now this guy has a hood. Everybody just knows how to shoot arrows. Like, it just loses itself.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But
no, that's why. That's
what's
why
crazy is like Arrow's best season is like season 5.
Yeah, but in all the worlds connecting, it became too much, and I think that they just don't have the direction. My opinion. But using that to lead into our special topic, which has no correlation whatsoever. All right, so our special topic is, and this is a question for you guys at home or wherever you guys are, work, the bus, train. Should we, is it okay to go no contact with your parents or with family members in general? What do you think? I know that so I'm just gonna preference it. I know that we're both of like, you're Latin, I'm from African culture. That's like a taboo thing. So aside from, what we're told, what do you think?
Okay, so I'm gonna start it off with I am a huge family person, and you know this.
Hmm. Yeah.
Very close to my family, like family parties since I was a kid. Even when I've moved away to different states, like still connected with my family. But I do think it is okay to go no contact. There has been situations where I have gone no contact with current family members. And it's just one of those things where sometimes you just gotta like, meet people where they're at. So,
That's good. Okay.
so like, if I'm putting in 100% to try to come and see you, whether that's driving over to your house, texting, calling, flying to wherever you're at, and the energy's not there, it's not the same. And from a relationship where you were like super close to now where it's like you don't even know where they're at,
Hmm.
sometimes that's what's gonna happen. Sometimes people just need that reality check of like, hey, like maybe you're the one that messed up, and that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm not against it. I think you just have to decide like what's best for your mental health, or just like where you're at in life, because that's just added stress or added relationships that you don't really need in your life. Um, and it sucks because like at the end of the day, it is family. Like that's blood.
Yeah.
But sometimes people make decisions that kind of just makes them the black sheep of the family, or kind of separates them from the family, and that's on you. That's not really on whoever decides to keep their stuff away from that. So like I don't have an issue with it. Obviously, like I have noticed that there's a lot of cultures that, I mean, our culture is very much taboo, but I've also seen families who have to go through it. Like you have to block someone out, whether it's stuff that they're doing to other people, stuff that they're doing to themselves that they don't want help with, or just like a relationship that goes sour. Sometimes like it happens, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, what makes you happy? If cutting off that relationship makes you feel okay, or like you don't need them, and you could still talk to other family members and still come to parties and still have that love, hey, you did that for yourself. But if you're against that and you're like, no, the family has to be together, no, it has to be forced, this and that, not everyone's going to buy into that. And it has to be like a mutual thing. It can't just be like a one-sided, yeah, I want to make this better type of thing.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I think, yeah, I think that, I mean, I'm in total agreement with you. I'm actually for cutting people off, well, cutting family
Mm-hmm.
off way before I would cut a friend off, because, and I think it might be a hot
Oh,
take, but
yeah.
yeah,
That's your hot
it's a
take.
hot,
Again.
yeah, I it's like this is the second time in a row I've had two hot takes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because friends, like best friend is a chosen family member, right? That's somebody
Mm-hmm.
I actually chose. It's not somebody that was chosen for me. Um, when it comes to family, you don't have any say in who your family is. And I think that the fact that people say, well, that's still your family, that's still your blood, is just a form of continuing a cycle of abuse. Like that's just
Trauma bonding.
exactly. It's just like, oh yeah, like, of yeah, okay, uncle whatever did this to this little girl when she was younger, but that's still your uncle. It's like, what the fuck? So I still
Mm-hmm.
have to tie myself to him? No. What the fuck? Like, no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like, but if it's somebody that I chose to be in my life, I'll be like, yo, no, well, I can at least point at things where I could say, I know this person close enough. I can go ahead and look at things and say, well, I chose this person to be in my life. And I would fight for that relationship more than I would fight for a relationship that was forced upon me. It's happened to me like when my dad
Interesting.
passed away. Yeah, like when my dad passed away, there were so many people that I've known since I was a baby that I just completely cut off because of the reactions, because of the ways that they acted towards my mom during this time. And it's like the mirror has been, or not the mirror, but it's like the glass shattering effect, where it's like,
Hmm.
oh, you guys are all just pieces of shit. Like, and you would think,
Yeah.
yeah, you would think that, oh, but then my friends, like the people that I chose to be in my life, were the first people there. You were there. Like, you were one of the first people that showed. You were actually, I think, the first person that showed up.
Hmm.
And dude, I was like,
Yeah.
and that was like my lowest moment. And you didn't have like a playbook on how to handle the situation. But then you have family members who are sitting there talking about like, well, I didn't know how to say something. I didn't know how to, motherfucker, you're just supposed to be there. So it's like, why am I going
Yeah.
to fight harder for that person than I'll fight for you? Why?
Yeah. You know what?
It,
I see that.
you
I
get
get
what I'm
that. Yeah.
saying?
I get that. I get that. Because the other part of it too is like the manipulation that people
Yeah.
do, especially family, because it's like, oh well, they're blood, so you have to believe what I'm saying, or like the lies that they try to tell, especially like when pinning two family members against each other.
Hmm.
That's when it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. And it's
So.
weird. It's a weirder thing because it's like, bro, I don't want to be a part of a group of people that I have to constantly watch my back or watch my tone or watch the way I walk, talk, feel around. I don't want to be a part of that group.
Yes.
I know that if I go to your place or if I go around, yo, I could just be chilling. We could talk shit about anything and I don't have to feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm being judged. I don't have to feel like, I have to watch my tone or I have to do something crazy or I'm going to offend somebody. I don't feel that way. But
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's just that it's not that it's easy to do, it's just that it's easier for me.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get that.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good
That was
topic.
actually that's a good one. I like that. I
We
like
could
that.
talk more about this after.
Yeah, 100%. We will. But what do you guys think? Is it okay to cut family members off? Yeah, leave your thoughts and things like that in the comments and stuff like that, or we could just yap about it. But yeah, I think we did it. Nice, great job. Um, we're still doing our personalized comments and stuff like that, so look forward to that. We're going to be doing something very special. I was thinking when we hit our 2000 goal on TikTok, because we're getting close to 2000
Hmm.
followers. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but yeah, we're almost there.
I have. I
um
have. I have.
yeah, so we're
I have a
we're,
TikTok.
we're, we're strutting along. So we want to go ahead and thank everybody for being a part of our journey. We're entering volume 4. So just keep an eye out. And yeah, thank you guys for everything. This has been the J Squared Podcast. Peace.